everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Hello, and welcome to My Mind Over Your Matter. My name is Rick, and let's turn on the cameras. Bam! Hello, my backup channel, My Mind Over Your Matter 2, because 1 is on timeout. I feel like anytime I talk a certain topic, YouTube, they're very sensitive because I know they're being paid for by this certain party, and you can't talk about anything about a certain election because then they give you the pow timeout for 1 week, because I guess in America we don't have the freedom of speech anymore. I guess we're under China's regime, because that's right, I found something that was so crazy. Hold on, let me get it, because, I found a balloon. I found the balloon, and it had Biden's documents here that was sent by a balloon. And I have all Biden's top secret documents, classified documents, that was dropped off here. You can tell the balloon, and it has a hanger on it. It has a metal hanger, and it was just flying like the balloon itself, and it was carrying the documents like this, and they dropped off here in my house, and I was like, what documents is this? Fucking balloon, you gotta pop that shit. Look, throw it over there. It's like, what the hell is this? Biden? What's this about? Hunter Biden is a piece of shit, and he should be in jail for treason. I got it all here. All the documents is right here in front of me. Huh. The big guy? Who's the big guy? The big guy wants his money. Hmm. I guess. You know what, Biden? If you want your documents, it's over here too with your fucking balloon. You should have fucking popped the balloon when you had the opportunity over Alaska, but you wanted to wait until it crosses the whole United States to go all around our bases and our nuclear bases, and why not, right? Biden, you're a piece of shit. Anyhow, but that balloon just came by, and I was like, whoa, why do we have balloons coming over to my house and then dropping off classified documents? Go figure. China's really they're having a good laugh right now at us, because now they're sending balloons all over the place, and everyone's getting a balloon. I feel like, I feel like I was a little kid again, and I was watching the Red Balloon. That was a movie that I used to see when I was a little kid at school. It was I think the name of it was the Red Balloon or something with balloon, and it was a balloon that the boy he was constantly following because the balloon would just take him on an adventure, and nobody stopped to question this little boy and what the hell he's doing and why he's following a balloon. But that movie was just really weird that they had showed it to us as kids, and now as an adult I'm seeing fucking balloons in the fucking sky, and they're doing all this crazy shit. So go figure. Also crazy, I tried to find the balloon. No luck though. Oh, I got one. I got one here. So if you want to come on to the show, I'll be and Rainbow Master RM. Let me go ahead and put out the link. Actually, let me open up my YouTube here. I haven't been on this channel in a long time. So people are going to be like, oh shit, he's back on here. And I was like, yep, I am. Let's go ahead and kill that sound. Let me go ahead and put out my. I got to make you guys monitors on this channel because you guys are not monitors. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll be your number one. So let me go ahead and add you. Let me see if I could do it. Are you monitoring here? Let me see. How come I can't do it for Albie? Let me see if I can give you guys wrenches. Huh. It doesn't show me that I could give you guys wrenches. That's odd. Why not? Go to channel, report, remove, put user on timeout, hide user on this channel, but they're not giving me an option to add you guys as, to give you guys wrenches. All right. I don't know why I can't do that here. It's pretty weird. Oh, because I'm on my channel. Why is it showing me on my channel when it's supposed to be, oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. Let me flip the script here. Let me change this here because I'm not going to be able to. I have to switch accounts. Bear with me. It's crazy. Crazy. Here we go. I think now I could do it. See, new management monitors can be supported on your channel in even more ways. Okay, close. So let me go ahead and add you guys as. There we go. Now I can do it. I was logged in as my other channel. Let me see. Add as manager. Standard. Give Albie his wrench. Let's give Rambo his wrench. Throw some wrenches on you guys. Now, let's see, almost. Okay, I don't know why they're trying to give me this. Okay, let's go ahead and give those likes and go ahead and type something. Let me see if you guys got your wrenches. So you got a wrench. And as soon as you guys confirm on that, then I'll add you guys to the show. But I just want to know if you got it. I'm an engineer now. Oh no, where's Albie? Albie, where's your wrench, man? I gave you a wrench. You gotta write something. So I can see you got your wrench. So when Albie writes something, we'll get him on here. Albie, you gotta write something on the channel. There you go. You got your wrench. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in Albie and Rambo Master. Yo, guys, what's up?
What's good?
Okay.
Hey, YouTube has me on a crazy little timeout, but I found this balloon and I was like, holy shit, how did China get the balloon here in my house?
Crazy.
Crazy how balloons are just starting to fly everywhere towards us. And that's very concerning. And the fact that it happened before and they kind of like kept it on the hush. And now that someone actually spotted it and then they brought it to the forefront and the secret's out that, Chinese are throwing balloons this way and doing shit. Who knows? And why the U.S. let the balloons just fly across our country? Like it's just blows my mind.
Hmm.
It'd be very interesting.
What happened to if you invade our country, we could take you out. If it was a jet or a Chinese aircraft that was coming through our country unidentified, and what will we do here? Are we gonna take it out, or are we just gonna let them just fly through?
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I'd like to think that we would not let that happen.
I mean, if we let balloons come by, why not let one of their jets just fly by supersonic and just to me,
They'll shoot the jet down, probably.
we have to shoot the jet down. We should have shot the balloon down as soon as it crosses Alaska, because last time I checked, Alaska was part of the United States.
It is.
Okay.
Also, don't forget Hawaii. For some reason, I remember talking to a girl, and she thought Hawaii was another country. I was like, that's a part of the United States, right? It's not connected, though. Doesn't have to be connected.
Yeah, that's why I call it the divided states of America, because Hawaii is it's part of the United States, but
We're so divided.
we're so divided and so like we don't get along, and there's no peace, and there's no like everything's just look how it is. Look at Washington, like it and we the people voted these people into office.
Wait, you guys voted them in?
We had no choice, I guess, right? Because when you go, you have to vote these people into their Senate and to the House and to whatever this bullshit. But we vote these people into office, and they take our taxpayer money and do whatever the hell they want. They become multimillionaires, and yet they don't help any of us.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is people? I think there's two things that need to be fixed. The first being that the voting system. The voting system should not be one vote and you're done. It should be a multi-layered vote where basically you can, or I should say, a ranking vote. So
And I think they should give you a confirmation of your vote, so that way it could be able to be tracked.
yeah, and because what I'm thinking is you need a multi-tiered voting system. Like for example, like let's say if we had like I don't really know. I'm just gonna name three random people. Like let's say if we had like Obama, Trump, and like Biden, for example. What I think must be done is that let's say if you wanted to vote like Obama first, Obama was your first pick. Let's say you'd give him a 1, basically. You'd put a 1 next to his name or something like that. Then let's say if Obama doesn't win, then let's say who's the next president you want to win next? Then let's say you choose Trump. You would put a 2 next to his name. And then, Biden, you'd put a 3. And with with this system is basically let's say Obama gets kicked out of the game early. My vote isn't completely voided because then it'll say, "Hey, I voted for Trump, for example. He's my second pick if Obama's out."
Mm-hmm.
So then my vote doesn't just get knocked out. within the first wave. That means I can vote for parties that I actually want to vote for. Like, let's say if I want to vote for, I don't know, Green Party, or those like small, like
Mhm.
alternative parties and stuff like that. Like, I can vote for them without feeling like my vote has been wasted, because now it's not like, oh, it's either you vote for them or it's us or them, basically, and your vote will be wasted if you go through the third parties. But with a ranking system of some sort, at least it would help eliminate that.
I mean, I kind of guess they go through that some kind of way. Like when you go vote for, let's say, like, if it's a Democrats or Republicans, they have, a couple of Republicans, but the whole system is just fucked up. The whole election system, everything's
It
just
is.
all disarray. It's all messed up. It's anything that's. This is what I say. Anything that's connected to the internet can be manipulated.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much about the elections because
We'll get banned.
yeah, they're going to come to my house and take me
Watch
out.
out.
They're going to send more balloons my way.
It's okay. We got to start a third channel.
No, they're gonna send me nerve gas in my balloon and knock me the fuck out. Like,
It'll be called Matter Your Mind Over Me or something like that.
it's like your mind is done. It's like that's it. You talk too much truth. We try to silence you by giving you a week off. You still finding a way around the system, and yeah, we got to put you out. I'm like, come on, man. That's what
Not like
it's.
this.
It's just ridiculous. The whole system, everything, the divided states of America is just, things are happening so fast, and like I said, like I told someone, like they're like, oh yeah, there's gonna be nuclear war within 2 years or so. That's what the charts are saying. So if I go, yeah, I think more like 2.5 months. 2 years is a little bit too out because the 2024 elections is coming up. They're not going to want to go to war with another new president in here, especially if it's Trump. They're not going to want to go to war with him. They need someone weak in office to go to war with, and they have the right fucking president to go to war with.
Oh yes, the man who campaigned in his basement. I don't
The
really know. I honestly like my opinion is honestly, I think we should have an age limit personally. And
yeah,
before everyone calls me ageist, like, here's the thing. I don't feel like we should have people over a certain age. Like, if like my president is old enough to be retired, he should be retired.
yeah, he should
Because like
be.
he's so clueless where he's at. He's basically almost like he's almost like a hacker in a video game, basically. Like, they're so clueless. They don't know what they're doing. And so
Mhm.
it's like we need to have an age limit. Not to mention that we should also have a like almost like a health check, basically. Like,
Yeah,
they have
they're
to be in good
supposed to.
health. Like, we have to make sure they don't have like any like like major disabilities, right?
You're
Like,
supposed to. You're supposed to get a mental check and a physical.
yeah, that's what I'm
And
thinking of. It's like they should make it where like we shouldn't have a guy with you know, like, I'm not like a big Trump guy or anything, but it's like, I don't really like it when our president looks like he basically has like dementia or Alzheimer's or something like that, or has like like symptoms of it, and it's like, yeah, I don't really think that's good for your country when it looks like your president is about to start ranting about something different.
mhm.
He'll be ranting about what am I thinking of? He'll be ranting about like soda pop or something like that, or
Or ice cream flavors.
yeah, ice cream flavors, or how he used to be a truck driver, even though he never was.
And how many degrees he graduated with? Okay.
I can't even
Okay.
remember.
He says that he had 4 degrees. He only ended up, I think, with one. And he said he was top of his class, and he ended up being like 80 something out of like 80 something. like,
Like, bottom of the barrel.
like this dude is a career pathical liar. Okay,
Yeah.
and yet they push him to the forefront. I mean, lying, cheat, sees. I say it like this: this is how it goes: sex, lies, and drugs.
Oh yeah.
And with Biden, it's those three and little girls.
Hmm.
He likes to sniff them. He loves sniffing girls. I don't know why. Like, it's crazy. And then I talk about something, right, and I get a strike, but other people talk about it, like the big channels like CNN, MSNBC talks about it, and they don't do nothing for them. They don't do shit to them. But
Yeah.
small creators, you can't have an opinion and you can't have a voice. You gotta like fall in line like all the others
I was gonna
to the
say
chopping
shoes.
block. It's like follow line, like you're hypnotized, stay in the line. Like, no. I'm the one that gets out of the line and just look at everybody. It's like, what the fuck you guys are doing? Like, seriously? And then like these big corporations and big, especially when it comes to like big pharma. Oh man, because they, every time I get in my car, right, and I drive in the morning, and I hear the radio station, and I hear the news, and I hear about the traffic, and it's like, oh yeah, our traffic is sponsored by Pfizer. Like, it's
Wait, what?
Pfizer. Pfizer is the fucking sponsor of the freaking traffic in the morning.
Oh my
And they
god.
say it a whole bunch of times so you know who is the sponsor and who's paying for the bills for them to talk what
And
they're
that's
saying.
why,
Like,
and that's
you
why
know,
I don't really watch. But that's why, like, you never really see me like watching TV ever. Like, it's been so long that like since I've like watched like anything live or like like anything commercial, that's to the
mhm.
point where I remember what was it? What was it? I think it was my dad. He was watching a football game, and I ended up walking by, and basically like half the time it was just ads, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And I was like,
It's crazy because like you're saying, like ads, right? And they try to sell you shit all the time when they go in the commercial. But the worst is the medical, when they're trying to push these prescriptions. Oh yeah, you have depression or you can't sleep at night. Here's Lunesta, or here's a certain drug. If you can't get a boner, here's some Viagra or Cialis or some other shit. Like, big pharma are always pushing crazy drugs during commercials. And you know who's also watching these commercials?
"Children."
Children.
That's smart. I
Hmm.
honestly think it's. I honestly think it's really stupid. I have to agree with the Europeans on this front because I remember what was it? They're like, "Why do you have advertisements about drugs? It's like you can't even get the drugs without doctor's approval."
Exactly. And then how many side effects? The funny part is when they're listing all the side effects and that stuff, they speak so fast that you can't even
Yeah.
understand what they're saying. It's like,
Um.
and then
Right.
not only that, but it's like, mm, something's not right when you have corporation and big pharma controlling
There we go.
the money flow for your government and for your advertising and for your watching every day, television, because people watch television. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people have cable. A lot of people still watch television, and yet they bombard it with all these commercials, and it's kind of like brainwashing them. You know what I mean? Because it's paid by Pfizer. Take your booster shot. Take your whatever shots. Oh, I gotta say before I get in trouble, the vaccine is safe for everyone. They totally are safe. They prevent you and help you with the virus and so forth. And you're gonna be it's the best for you. If you can tell that I'm saying like everything's bullshit, then
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
like, wait, what?
But I have to say that because if not, they come after me. It's safe and
Yeah.
effective. All the vaccines are safe and effective, and it's gonna save your life. So
It's
I
totally
have to
true.
cover my ass. So because I already my channel, my main channel, got put me on timeout because I speak too much truth, and the Chinese and big pharma kind of put a lot of money into YouTube. So you know you gotta follow by their democracy and their bullshit, and you don't have freedom of speech.
Not as
Not
much as
not
you think.
Nope. You're very limited to what you can say now. Now they say that, oh, you have freedom of speech, but then like you can't say certain things because then that's misinformation. How many times I watched the fucking news, CNN,
And there's
MNC,
misinformation.
and Fox News, and all of these motherfuckers, and they're nothing but giving out false information. And you don't see them getting in trouble. You don't see their channel getting a strike and being put on timeout.
You don't at all. That's kind of like crazy to think.
So
Wow.
that's hypocrisy. That's some shady ass fucking business. It's like, what's the difference of me saying it and then Fox News saying it? Oh, because I'm a small creator. Okay,
Yeah, you
and
can't say that.
they're big dogs and they get paid by big pharma and they follow anything that the White House tells them to say, because remember, the White House gives the news, and the news repeats what the White House wants them to say. If you watch 1,000 newscasts from around the country and they're all saying the same shit, hmm, doesn't that make you want to scratch your head and say, how the fuck are they all saying the same thing, word for word? Hmm,
I wonder.
hmm.
Makes me question.
Who's giving them this news? Who's making all these networks repeat and reading off a teleprompter, which that information is put up and uploaded to them, and they're getting emails. Then they're putting out this information that's coming from the White House to the news, and that's why everybody gets the same thing. I've seen videos on YouTube where they put hundreds of newscasts at the same time, and they hit play, and you hear the voices, and they're all saying the same fucking thing, word for word.
I can see that. Yeah. But
Can we just build a rocket ship and just leave now? I fuck
go
Elon Musk.
space.
We need to get out of here.
Come
Like
on,
we need
SpaceX.
we
We
need to
gotta
go
go.
somewhere. I don't know where to go, but somewhere away from here. It's just ridiculous. The world is crazy and stupid, and they can't get along, and they want to fight, and they just opportunistics, and they're just money hungry. And why want to live in this world that's just full of greed? It's a greedy world. It's just, I mean, we're in a time that people are not really feeling this energy, but I am, and I'm feeling the pressure, and I'm feeling the anxiety. I'm feeling the pressure of something big that's going to be happening. And every day is always something new, like with the balloon that I got today. Like that's that's happening like very frequently now, not only here but throughout other countries in South America are starting to spot balloons in their area too.
I wonder what that means. I'm no detective, but that must mean something. There must be a correlation.
And you know the stupid thing about United States, well, the divided states of America, right? Instead of popping that balloon or blowing that balloon up and letting it land on the ground, would have been more effective than falling in the ocean where it's salt water and it could mess up the devices that were on that balloon.
Yeah, I was
People are
gonna.
they're not thinking that. Like, the US is so stupid. Like, how are you gonna, you know what happens to electronics if you put it in salt water?
It just gets destroyed because electronics don't want like water or salt to be
Hmm.
back. It's like double whammy.
No, I
But
would have
anyways,
shot that shit over open plains like Montana. Like, there's not many people that live like that in Montana. Like, they couldn't shoot it down over a forest, or no, because it went over Yellowstone. They couldn't shoot it there.
nah,
It's
that'd be
fucking winter.
pollution.
Like, come on, it just does not make any freaking sense
Yeah,
at all.
you can't shoot it down into the ocean. The sea turtles are gonna eat it.
Hey Melissa, hey James LaCour, hey
Hey,
James, how you doing?
he's
It's
here.
been a long
All
time
the
no
Mr.
see, man.
Sarcastic things.
Yeah, but
But yeah, it's very, very confusing. Of course,
super, super. I think it's like James said, it's all by design,
It is.
and it feels like they could have shot it down in the Pacific. Yeah, that's all I was
Mhm.
saying. I was just telling Rambo they should have
Yeah.
shot it down when it was over Alaska. Did they forget that Alaska is part of the United States? They're part of
Apparently.
the 50 states. It's Alaska also, but they didn't do nothing when it was in Alaska. There's not many people that live in Alaska.
Yeah, I know. It's very, very
Okay,
small. I don't know if it's the smallest population, but it's pretty close.
it's pretty close to. I think Rhode Island has more people than Alaska. I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I think Rhode Island has a lot of people that live there. But it's a small state. But Alaska's a really big state. But it's just so fucking cold there, and they couldn't shoot it there. Like, things like that. It's like, what, we don't have any military jets in Alaska?
Do we have like a base there?
Do we
You'd
have a
think.
I mean, do we have any equipment there? Do we It makes me question, It's like,
Hold up.
yeah, something is, not right. Right.
Something's amiss.
Yeah, and I would have shot it at, like, when it was over land instead of in the ocean. Just because even if it lands on the ground, you could still put their shit together because it's not it's coming down, but it's kind of like not like a crazy fall down. And then if you have it come down and it hits trees, the trees is gonna, like, soften the landing, and you could actually recover more than you would do in the ocean because all that it's gonna do is it's gonna sink.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Because I
what I
was gonna
mean?
say, if it isn't in the ocean, I would think it would be very interesting to like actually like capture it and actually kind of see what was inside, that kind of thing. Like see what's intact almost. Granted, that could be more of a risky play, but it would still be better if they were, instead of being like kind of like almost ignoring it, it would have been like, we found it, let's investigate or whatever, let's see what it is and kind of see what they're up to.
Yeah, but like I said, you could recover more if it landed on land than on the fucking ocean. It's just, and then this is what bothered me, right? This is actually what bothered me the most because this thing's been going on for a week. Okay,
Yep, yes.
okay, it's been going on for a while, and the fact that the president, right, said he wanted to knock it out of the sky since Wednesday. He put in the order to knock it out. He told his military, take it out on Wednesday, right?
Yes.
You know what the Pentagon came back and told him?
Nah.
Wait, wait, and we'll wait till it gets over the ocean where there's no population, and we'll shoot it there. You know what I would have said if I was the president of the United States? I'm the fucking president of the United States of
Hell no.
America.
We don't want no balloon. Shoot it
You
down.
are you follow my fucking orders. I'm the president of the United States. I say take that bitch down now. It's now. Not 2, 3 days later and somebody else telling me to giving me orders. No, bitch, you
Yeah.
work for me. I don't work for you.
I
That's
make
the
the
difference
rules.
between a weak president and a strong president. They
Yeah.
get their decisions straight through and to the point. This president, fiddledicks.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a lot of things I was gonna say there's a lot of things I ridicule like our government about and stuff like that. And I was gonna say too, they kind of feel spineless at the same time. And like also another thing too is it's like what I really don't like too is like people don't recognize that hey, the government actually works for us. That's the thing. They're supposed to work for us, and it seems like people have forgotten such thing. It's like, hey, we should, if everyone shows dissatisfaction, they should have to do something because it's like almost like a lost art of we threaten them basically. Hey, you're not doing anything we want. We're gonna kick you out and basically make sure you don't have a job. It's like, yeah. So then they're basically trying to get elected again and that kind of stuff. Granted, I will say, okay, Hold on, I was just reading the comments, but yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
bring that up, but that's just because it seems like our government as a whole has just been like very, very like it's just been very, very weird on how everything works
Yeah, like
and
opposite.
quirky.
Like that's where you have a weak president, you have instability.
Hmm.
You
I was
have
gonna say we need someone different. Honestly, yeah, I was gonna say yeah, we still have 2 years with them.
that's the thing. That's why everything's happening now. It's because they know he's only going to be in there for another 2 years. They need to get it on and popping now because these big companies are like, I'm not going to start naming companies, but they have big interest in what's going to be happening, especially after for the rebuild. You have like Blackstone and Golden Stacks and all these corporations that Zelensky was pretty much giving them a shout out in his presidential speech in Ukraine, and he's saying all these companies, they're gonna come here and help us out and this and this and that. I'm like, that's something they want to do around the like. They want a war. War is profit.
It is
Oh,
very
what's that?
profitable. Well, at least for the very few, the guys on top.
Something got on. That's that you, Rambo? Oh, that's probably you with the sound like a bee that was in here.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if my mic is acting
Bee.
weird.
I was like, beware.
Beware. What?
But yeah,
The guys on top, they're the only guys going to be profiting off of it. It's the common everyday guy, the bloke, that's going to be in trouble. And I
and
don't think I don't honestly, I don't think our country is kind of ready for a war. You might say, well, sure, we have big military and everything, but I just
I,
don't think we're ready for war. To be honest
listen,
with you.
I recall this is going back a few years, and this they had this premeditated. Okay, they
Hmm.
had this all premeditated. They called back former retired pilots to back into the military. Do you remember that? Or
Um,
you never
no,
crossed
I
your
don't
mind?
think so. I think I
Okay,
was stupid at the time.
okay. They called back hundreds of pilots back into the military and to get back into the jets. Why? No, because all this is all premeditated. Everything that everything that goes down is like it's already it's already written in stone. Like they know what they got to do. They know war is very profitable. They know that it's kind of like an offering. It's like we gotta put blood into the ground in order to like save the world, like the movie, like knock at the cabin.
Yeah.
It's like we have to make a decision, and then if we do go to war, how many people are going to die?
Probably quite a few.
And these people are really into rituals and really into that darkness and blood, and they feel like certain amount of people need to die at a certain time to save humanity or something, or protect us from something, but the blood must be shed. And this is going on oh man, it's been going on for throughout the galaxy. I believe it's not only just here, but it's everywhere. Nobody gets along. They still haven't come across anybody in the galaxy or anywhere in the universe, and I cannot believe, with the technology now, and they're able to see all these stars and give you all these pictures, and they look so amazing, right? But they can't tell you what's in our oceans. They can't tell you what's in our own solar system. They constantly finding new moons and new bodies of it just doesn't make any sense that they can't find any life out there. We're not the only
I
ones.
don't think so. Well, here's the thing. I honestly kind of, well, technically, if there's more life like us, that might mean there's an inherent threat to our species, if they are at least either our same intelligence or even higher. But the main thing is, I do think there is life, and there's almost a guarantee shot there is. However, there's not a guarantee that there's a life that's on the same level as us when it comes to sentience and intelligence and that kind of stuff. Because like we can find, like we could probably, like I guarantee there's bacteria out there. Like, like we can find bacteria like on like a rock, basically, like moon growing and stuff like that. Like there's definitely probably bacteria like that, or very basic organisms. It's just a matter of, do we find them? And if we, is like, do we find them? And if so, how complex of creatures are they?
Mhm. I was just reading real quick what James wrote.
Yeah, I
And
gotta read
you
that.
know, and it's kind of true because the people will rise up and defend their country and defend their land, and that's why here in America they're trying to get rid of everyone's like right to the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. They're trying to like change the Constitution pretty much and change state laws where they're taking away guns and taking away abilities to defend yourself. If we get invaded, what weapons are we going to use? Knives,
A butter
forks,
knife.
spoons, pans? Like, what are we going to use to defend ourselves if we get invaded here?
I'm gonna use Grandpa's insulin needle, and hopefully they'll get hepatitis.
I'm going to throw a dildo at them. Or something like.
Wait, you have one?
No, there's a whole bunch. Like, I got it in the balloon that came.
Oh, okay,
It
that's
was
how you
with the
do it.
Biden documents that came in the balloon. I couldn't believe the balloon came by my house and had Biden's top secret documents here, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, doesn't surprise me. China's like, "Yeah, we have the documents too."
Oh, it's fine.
It's like, how the hell you got documents in China? Oh, remember when Biden visited us in a long time ago? Well, he left documents here too.
Yeah,
Oh
I can't believe
man.
it.
And
Oh
it
boy,
was
it's
and the
crazy.
documents were about balloons. What?
Eh? You have
Wait
me
a
so
minute.
confused, sir.
Are these Biden balloons? They're full of hot air. Oh,
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's like drugs and alcohol our president is on.
I'm telling you, there must have been a bunch of prostitutes, drugs, and
How he acts, I'm pretty sure he's probably just stoned out of his mind. It's either that or he's just like so drunk. He's just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna fall down the stairs.
yeah,
Maybe that's how he can barely walk upstairs. Is he just drinks so much alcohol he just like loses his
yeah. How the
mojo
fuck
and
he?
shit.
I remember that when and it happened a few times where he stumbled going up the stairs. I'm like, okay, this guy's a senior citizen. Okay,
Yep.
if he falls down the stairs, he's gonna die. Okay, and I'm pretty sure, as much as we want him to die, we don't really want him to die that way because that'll be the first in history. To have a sitting president walking up to his plane, falling down the stairs, and to his death. I mean, that would have been crazy. And then we would have what's her Kamala Harris. Oh Lord,
Yes, her. She's the only reason why I want Biden to be alive.
yeah, that's the only reason why I want him to stay alive still
Stay alive, you old geezer.
until you get into the 2024 elections, and then we replace you with somebody else because, like, to have her as president, it's like I don't know. I think I'd rather have like Mrs. Potato Head as president.
Oh boy, Mr. and
And that
Mrs.
bitch,
Potato Head.
and that bitch is plastic, and she doesn't say shit. And that potato would make much better president than Kamala Harris.
Now, what I remember is Mrs. Potato Head spoke facts. She wasn't afraid to
Exactly.
speak her mind. She was out there. She was like, she would speak her, she would speak what she thought of,
Yeah,
that
and
kind of
she
stuff.
makes
Wasn't
sense.
bullshit.
Kamala Harris doesn't make any sense at all. Everything that she speaks is like
That is
I,
true, James.
she speaks in code. It seems like, And then she starts laughing. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
what are you laughing about?
You got me
Why are you
confused.
something serious? You end up start giggling and laughing. I
So
can't take
hey,
you serious if you're laughing. I want to know something that it's important. Especially if it's the border. And she only went to the border like I think like once, and she's in charge of the border, and yet there's just people that are flocking through there. If the Chinese really wanted to, they just come through the fucking southern border.
genius, great idea. There's a lot of holes in there.
I mean, they could get in easily. All their spies could get in easily. And yet, we're worried about a fucking balloon?
Ah, we
Bitch,
gotta drum a pipe about the balloon.
come on, man. Some when something smells, well, if something smells like shit, it's shit. Well, I'm fucking smelling a lot of shit. And I'm like, is it me or is it this whole administration?
It's
It's
just
like
the administration.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that honestly, to prevent war, I'm just hoping the Chinese economy falls apart relatively soon.
Hold on real quick. James, she never did? She never went to the border? Like none of them
Okay.
went. I think Biden went, but he went for a photo op. He didn't go to any like places that's actually struggling with this. He hasn't gone to any real detention centers that they have kids in there, and it's like they don't even report on it because it's horrible, the conditions. Something I want to talk about real quick was these fucking immigrants they brought up to New York. Okay, some immigrants they sent them up here. I think from Texas, right?
Yep.
They came to New York City, and there I don't know how many of them there were there. They put them up in a hotel in New York City, and they were living shit. I can't even afford that hotel room.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
this is like $400 or $500 a night hotel rooms,
Dang. Ooh.
and they were getting room service 3 meals a day. You know what those fuckers did with the food? They didn't even eat it.
They wasted it.
They wasted it. And then the fact that the hotel was like, all right, that's enough. We got to get them out of here. They kicked them out of the hotel, and the city went and built them a shelter area, right?
Yeah.
And these fuckers where like they sent a couple of individuals to go check out the area to see how well it is, and they had cots, they had for them to entertainment and everything and so forth. Those motherfuckers came back and we're like, no, we're not going there.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
wait a minute, who are you to tell us where you are going? You came here illegally. You do not have rights here. As a matter of fact, let me call the fucking airport and let me get an airplane ready, and I'm sending you back to your fucking country. How about that?
Yeah, it's kind of
That's what
crazy to think
happens when
about
you
it.
have a weak president. When you have a weak president, you have bullshit like that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
this
I
is
was gonna
under his
say,
watch.
I honestly feel bad for anyone who is legal that gets called illegal because I'm like, majority of people aren't illegal. It's just the few that makes it really bad, and I'm like, oh my god.
I mean,
It's
if
like,
you come here legally and you go through the process and you come and you become a citizen, okay, that is fine.
that's why I say I feel bad for those people who've like done all the stunts and stuff like that, like actually be legal. That's why I feel bad for them because it's always like, oh yeah, go back where you came from. It's because it's always we got the few that are being like stupid and like taking advantage of the system, and it's like just annoying and like,
And
oof.
you know the crazy shit about my story that I just said? Like, those motherfuckers prefer to sleep out in the cold than to sleep in a sheltered area that has bedding, that has everything brand new for them, clothing, like shoes, socks, hats, jackets. They don't even treat the homeless with that kind of perks.
They don't.
They don't even give a fuck about the homeless.
Look at
Yeah,
California; they got a homeless issue.
and,
Poverty's never been higher.
and these fuckers are so entitled that they don't want to sleep in a shelter. They want to go back into the hotel. Are you kidding me? No, bitch. You need to
No.
go back to your country. Second of all, wait a minute. Let me get this fucking plane ready. I'm gonna fuel it up, and the plane's gonna take you as far as it goes with that tank of gas, and that's where you're gonna go because it's surely not gonna be fucking here anymore. Oh man, it just pisses me off because they think they're entitled, and that's we're paying for it. We're the taxpayers are paying for this shit, for this clown show that's happening with all these illegals that are coming here. That's why we're such in debt, and we can't even pay our bills anymore, and we defaulted. Pretty much, it's because we're taking care of other people instead
Hmm.
of taking care of our own. If we stop sending money to all these countries we send around the world
Yep.
and stop with these fucking immigrants coming in, we could have built that wall 10 times over and we would have had free healthcare for everyone, free education for everyone, and the homeless would not be living in the streets. With the amount of money we give to all
Hmm.
these countries around the world.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is kind of like what was I thinking of? Like for example, like the Ukraine, like the whole Ukraine thing too. Like for example, like because that's the main one I can think of as of right now, where we're like, giving money and stuff like that. It's like I wouldn't mind that and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
because like I honestly am not a big fan of Russia, but like it's like. But at the same time, it's kind of like we're helping this country, and at the time when it first started, it's like we're kind of in an economically like bad scenario. That funding could kind of help our people. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't blame the citizens, like or people here that are like, hey, maybe we're maybe we should redistribute the funding somehow and figure out what we need to do, or maybe it could go off to paying off debt. Maybe it could be maybe you could try figuring out some way to get the economy like stimulated and going again, without like hyperinflation. There's a lot of things like it feels like we could be doing instead that could make our society more productive
Hmm.
and
And
nice.
then,
Like
and
for
the problem is that they want to cut the military budget. I'm like, why? If we're getting ready for something big to happen, why are you going to cut the military's funds?
I'd
Like,
say there's things to cut out first. Honestly, I think well the government's very bloated, so I think we could probably cut out quite a few things that aren't necessary out of it. Because we've ever read like how many departments there are.
yeah, I mean, I guess that came with the package of the
I'm
that C
going. I
word
know that
package.
Amber.
That C word, that C word. Really, there's like a lot of bullshit they put into the C word. When they wrote out to give out the money, the money wasn't really going only for
Yes.
vaccines. It was going for other projects and other bullshit that they were funding with the money that were supposed to be going towards this virus. It's
Crazy.
just,
There we go. I think I fixed my echo.
it's just tough. It's just crazy. I think Ukraine is that's why they don't want to release the Biden laptop yet and the information in there
Not quite.
because they know.
They want to get him out of office. Like once his term is over, they want to get him out for someone else. But like they're going to be very tactical when they release their information.
Yeah, that's what it's been tactical the whole time. Like that laptop has very sensitive information about Ukraine, Russia, and China, and businesses that they have affiliated with these countries, especially when it comes to bio weapons and bio, you know, quote unquote viruses. Um, there's a lot of information in that laptop, and it so happens they just don't want to release it. They don't want to do it now because our president would be he would be immediately removed. He would be put into prison, not in jail, prison, and with his cronies too. You know, because there's a lot of information on Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Obama's, even our good old Trump also information in there too.
Hmm.
And you know, we're kind of fucked. We're just stuck like a monkey in the middle, and they're
Hmm.
just throwing the ball over our heads, and we're trying to like catch it, and we can't. It's out of our hands, man. Everything that's happening is going to happen with
With or
or
without.
without us, you know,
It's gonna
and
be
it's
tricky.
gonna happen. And they have the right personnel right now in office for big things to be happening. So we just got to be
Oh,
witnesses. We got to continue with our lives to the best of our capability, enjoy our lives, make 2023 the best year. Um, just take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And be happy. You know, and love one another. You know, and stay focused
I was
because
gonna say.
it's going to be a ride. And
Night night, James.
good night, James. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. The combo was awesome, but it's five. Oh Lord, I love to continue this combo, but 5 a.m. comes early, and I don't feel like typing. Oh, I know. I
That's
mean, you
fair.
are more than welcome to join the show. You know, I don't mind if you guys join the show and speak your mind, um,
Yeah, it
because
comes
there's a lot of
early.
things about it, and you know, something big is going to happen, and you know, these like the balloons and all this stuff. It's just like it's you're kind of like poking they're poking us, and
Yeah.
how much you're gonna do until you flip, you know, and our president is more asleep, and thank goodness he's asleep. But his lack of awareness and lack of leadership is really hurting our country, and it's making us look very weak and very like
I could
very
see that. Yeah.
very
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Everything is kind of. Man, my mic is going crazy. Hold on.
And the fact that like he's the weakest president we've had ever had in our country speaks volumes. Shit.
It
What
speaks
was that
quite a bit.
president? I forgot the name of the president that was like president for like 8 days and he died in office because he got sick. He had some kind of problem with his stomach and he ended up passing
Yeah.
away. You know, he was a better president than Biden,
Mm-hmm.
and he only lasted like a week and a half as president. That happened to a couple of presidents too,
There
but
we go.
they were better presidents than what we have now.
There.
Fucking crazy.
Man, that's.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. But, you know, this is the time we're living in, and I told everyone we are witnesses, and I'm still alive to witness something big happening. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen in our lifetimes, and we're going to witness it like how we witnessed the Gulf War, you know, because they already have the media over there. They got the camera set up. You know, they're getting the missiles ready. They're getting the
Mm-hmm.
tanks ready. They're getting everything ready. They're not doing that for nothing, you know. And yeah, we could try to talk peace, and we want peace, but they don't want it. Here in America, our government don't want that because the companies here are have very big interests in rebuilding over there.
Very
That's
true.
big. There's big money. That's big money on the line. Big contracts. You don't think the American governments or American companies are like they're drooling down their mouths, waiting.
Definitely.
waiting for the war or whatever to go and happen, and then come in after to regain all the benefits from the contracts. Come on, man. War is very profitable.
It is very profitable as a whole. I was thinking of well, the good news is I'm in my twilight years, so
Well, you're gonna win this a lot, man. You're gonna win this a lot, and
oh
you're
boy,
young. You're young.
so excited. Oh
It's
boy,
young, dumb. You know how they say, young, dumb, full of. You can fill in the blanks. Um, but
pineapple juice.
yes, that lives under the sea,
Yeah.
just like the balloon. Fucking SpongeBob is going crazy. He's like, "What the fuck is this metal shit just fell in my house?"
What is this plastic? No, the sea turtles are going to eat the plastic part of the
Yeah,
balloon.
what happened to the sea life? They didn't care about the sea life with all this plastic
Oh
balloon
man.
falling into the ocean.
You
You
know,
know,
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if PETA tried to cancel China.
cancel China, cancel Biden. He's the
Cancel
one
everyone.
to the Pentagon that went over and above Biden's head as a president of the United States. He said he put in an order on Wednesday to knock it down, and they told him no, no, no. Wait until it gets into the ocean, and then we'll knock it down from there. They gave him an order, and he's the president of the United States. He's the one in charge. He's the one that says, I'm going to go to war right now. We're going to war. We're not backing down from that. And yet, we couldn't fucking shoot down a fucking balloon? Come on.
Can't believe it.
Oh, man. And then China saying it's a weather balloon. Okay, how long we've these balloons been flying, right? And this is the first time a weather balloon crosses from China through the Pacific, through Alaska, through Canada, and through the whole continental United States. What balloon is that
I
can
don't
last that long? I want to know what gas they use to keep that balloon up there that long. Okay, you gotta
I wonder.
understand the sun, like it's hot up there. You know what I mean? And it's like that sun beams into that balloon.
That's why it doesn't. Yeah, like a what?
Like that's why our weather balloons they put it up right, but they don't last. They fall out and they fall into the ocean and pollute the
Yep.
ocean
Hmm.
with our balloons. You don't hear about United States balloons over Europe. You don't hear our balloons over Russia or over China. China
Yeah.
China went all the way, almost half of the planet with a weather balloon. Something doesn't
It's
smell
crazy.
right. Something something
Something's
doesn't smell
amiss.
right with that story.
I was gonna say yes.
Uh,
Something is amiss. I wonder what it is.
hmm.
Hmm.
It's something that
Wondering.
makes you want to scratch your head and be like, "Damn, that must have been some magical fucking gas they put up there." It's like,
Maybe I got too much pineapple juice in me.
oh Lord, oh man, it's
I,
just crazy.
I was gonna say I think I'm gonna head out. That and my mic is acting very goofy. I gotta figure this out, but
All right,
I'll head out
Rainbow
for the night.
Master. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh, I appreciate it. Also with the interview as well, so that was nice.
It was cool. We got to talk about Velma. I don't know
Yeah.
when you want to do part 8, but
Hmm. I was gonna
maybe
say part 8 is mad crazy.
I'm very curious. You already did the video for that one?
Yeah, it's already out.
Okay, that I
It's
think
just
you didn't leave the comments on for the
yeah. For some reason that came out very weird, so I think I modified it. It should be good now.
okay,
It should
and
be
then
okay now because for some reason it just like chopped my comments off for some reason. I was like, wait, what?
yeah, I gotta watch your Velma the episode 8, because I'm still trying to figure the whole series. I'm so lost with it. I understand everything you say and everything from it, but it's like this show is fucking weird.
It's a
And
weird show.
how is this show for adults?
Oh, the answer is it's not.
It's not, right? Because they're anticipating children watching this.
That's what you would think.
Yeah, because like parents don't sometimes don't even watch over their kids and watch over the content they're watching. And these kids have subscriptions also with HBO and all these other channels on their phones. And you don't think kids are not watching this cartoon and picking up on what they're saying? And I know there's a lot of subliminal messaging
Oh yeah,
involved.
there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it, and people just aren't standing for it. There's a reason why Mindy Kaling is just getting absolutely bodied on the
I think her
internet.
career's over.
Oh, it is over.
Yeah, I think it's done. It's done with. It's like and the fact that she belittles and downgrades her own people, like from her culture. It
It's
man, that's a
it's
slap in the
mind-boggling.
face. That's a slap in the like. How are you gonna insult your own people? Like I wouldn't even do it for any amount of money. That's just no. Yeah, and the fact that she just sold herself and then made herself look stupid along the way, and she doesn't even care. She doesn't. What statement has she put out? Oh, defending the show, defending and blaming others, blaming hate watching and stuff. No, we're hate
Well,
watching because it sucks.
here's the thing. In reality, hate watching just doesn't sell. It doesn't sell as much as you would think, because then after a while, it's literally just people like me watching it, and everyone else just watch my videos, or like other people who do the same thing as me. And so it's like, and people aren't going to buy subscriptions just to hate watch. That's the thing. It's like people who hate watch are either going to have your subscription already, so you're not gaining anything, or two, there are going to be less people watching it because they're just going to watch someone with an opinion with on the show, because they get commentary, which might actually be entertaining.
Have they put out the numbers to
No,
Velma?
they're scared to put out the numbers. They just keep saying it's been very good.
But no numbers.
No numbers, all bark, no bite.
Wow, that speaks volumes. Because sometimes shows actually put out the numbers the same week. The next week. They already have the numbers and they already know, and they put out. Oh yeah, we had so and so amount of number watching. Oh yeah, like tonight's the Grammys, right?
Hmm.
You're gonna get the numbers on the Grammys probably like within tomorrow or the next day. Oh yeah, so this amount of million people were watching. They tuned in. So they're able to do that for the Grammys or for other shows, but yeah, Velma is already on the 8th episode and no numbers.
No numbers. They keep saying
Wow.
they're good numbers, but in reality, literally, they might have gotten good numbers on the first two episodes, but I guarantee it just dropped like a rock. It, it's
Hmm.
just, it's like down on numbers. I guarantee it's like kind of like Willow, where when they made that show, like they had really good numbers for like the first episode or two. And then
Mhm.
literally by the time you get to like episode 8, the season finale, it's like they had like maybe 10,000 people watching.
Wow.
And it was to the point where like guys like me on YouTube, like ranting about like the show, made more
Hmm.
views than the actual show.
Wow.
So it was
That's
like, and that's how
and
I think Velma's gonna go.
what was the other one? The Lord of the Rings, the last one,
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. That one was another one that went to the shitter.
Hmm. Because they said, oh, it sold really well, and then we saw numbers of like top, well, maybe not exactly numbers, but like top ratings and stuff like that. And Rings of Power did not even make it on the board for like top 10, even though they said it was.
Why are these shows are so shitty? That's my question. Like they do it on purpose, maybe to write it off, or because I
No,
know the Rings of Power was very expensive to make.
because the thing is um, I don't think they're doing this on purpose. It's just so bad of writing, it just can't be made on purpose. I think it's honestly a lack of creativity in Hollywood and also a lack of good script for writers. Like it's basically their children. It's children writing these shows. And that's what I hate about it. And that's why I actually made this channel too, is because I'm tired of watching shows basically being made by children and being like, "Oh, it's a kids show. It doesn't have to be well written." And I'm like, "Dude, kids shows have to be very well written to the point where if I watch it as a kid, I should enjoy it. If I watch it as an adult, like 10 years later, I should also enjoy it regardless."
Mhm.
But
I used to watch like at night, like even my parents, because my parents like they're like, "Fuck it, he's young, he's not gonna understand what it is,"
yeah, that's the point.
and that's what people or parents are doing now. Do you think the parents are really monitoring what their kids are watching?
No, there's less of that, I would argue.
You know how much soliciting happens during, like, even if you have regular television through commercials that kids should not even be watching, and yet you have these corporations just selling out pretty much to these kids. No wonder these kids are fucking shooting each other in school and doing all this crazy shit. I blame it on everything that's going on the television and everything that's pretty much being produced, like Velma. Like, it makes kids go crazy. It's just these programs are not healthy for us and not healthy for our culture.
We
And
need
yet
a
they
new.
still produce it.
Yeah, it's so bad. I hate it.
Well, I'll let you be, Rambo. I appreciate you, man. I
Yeah,
know
I
you want to get
appreciate it.
going.
I was gonna say, you doing Wednesday? Because I think I can do Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll do Wednesday.
Because I was gonna say I should be able to talk on Wednesday,
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
then
do.
Thursday. That's when the new episodes come out. Because we have the season finale coming up, and as we know, the
Oh,
trailers
yeah.
are garbage.
So I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
I might be
Today
actually
was a
able to.
special night because I
Oh yeah.
just wanted to come on.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say actually I might be able to do Monday too, but we'll see.
But yeah,
I'll let
because
you
I
know.
want to know about episode 8. I'm gonna watch your review, and then again, because I know I watched it, but I probably watched it late and I
I
didn't
was gonna
really get
say,
it.
did you remember reading the title?
Yeah, I think I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't
Don't
know.
worry. Fred's in a polyamorous relationship with brains. There's dumb writing and more stupid things.
Oh no, more stupid things. Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh my gosh. So what's gonna happen 9-10? Can you do a prediction?
Uh, they're
You
they're gonna
think
find out who the killer is for sure. I
you think they're
guarantee
gonna
it.
put the brain inside like the dog?
Probably. That's what I'm predicting.
Who you think is gonna be Gigi?
Honestly, Gigi has to get killed, and the issue is they already have 3 brains, so they might just do like Brenda or something stupid like that.
But why a female into a? Because Scooby was a male dog, right?
Yeah, but the thing is he'll have male vocal cords and everything if they just put it in a dog, so it'll come out deeper and more toned. The only reason why the brains in the jars sound like females is because they're speakers and they're tuned to sound like the original
Oh
person.
no! Don't tell me you're gonna make Scooby a transsexual dog.
My prediction he's going to be probably transsexual and crippled.
Oh no! Oh no! They better not. It's gonna ruin my whole like childhood.
It's okay. I just make it non-canon in my brain.
Oh no! Oh goodness gracious! I just had a vision. I'm like, oh no! What would season 2 be about? That's the thing that I don't understand. Like,
You just won't know. We'll find
what would
out.
and then they will mess people heads up and they say, yeah, we're gonna cancel. We're not gonna do season 2. We're not gonna release it. That's gonna fuck with people's head, and they're gonna do that on purpose.
Yeah, I just think it's. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not really. I honestly think I'm hoping they cancel the show afterwards. they'll cancel after season 2, even though it's been greenlit.
Yeah, it's been greenlit. So if it's greenlit, it's already in production. So it's already been paid for.
It's possible too that they'll cancel it, but that's because Warner Bros. Has done a lot of cancellations.
That's why they're probably not going to cancel it though. If
Because they need money.
Because they look how many shows they already canceled. They canceled the Catwoman. They canceled.
I think it was Batgirl. I think it
Batgirl was it?
Yeah, I think it was Batgirl or something like that.
Wonder Woman got canceled. The Flash is still on a go, which I'm surprised if anybody goes see that movie because of Ezra Miller. And people have short-minded. Yeah, they're so short-minded. This is the proof that if people go watch this movie and it becomes a blockbuster, I'm so disappointed in people. Because I would not give a penny to Ezra Miller and to that movie. Like, no. What he did, is very disgusting. And if no one goes and follows up on Ezra Miller and see what he got charged and things that he was doing, especially to a minor, oh man. But they kept him on the hush because he's a Democrat. So they keep him on the hush. And Warner Brothers, are franticing about it, but they want people to forget about it so they don't bring it up. And they're going to have a commercial probably in the Super Bowl. It's going to be the Flash in the Super Bowl. And it's it's just crazy that people just invest this time and money into these pretty much pedophiles and crazy people like Amber Heard and all these other people that are going through craziness.
Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah, it's been crazy. Honestly, I'm seeing a shift though, because I'm liking how the people are not putting up with it anymore. They're literally speaking their mind, and it's kind of great to see that.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of
we got gossip. A lot of ways to go.
There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of gossip battles that are going on right now on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Big war is going on YouTube. People are constantly getting canceled on Twitter now. And there's a lot of things going on. And I feel like I tell people, don't get on Twitter. Don't get on, Discord is fine. Twitter is a piece of shit. I don't trust Elon Musk. He says one thing and does something else. He says he's going to make Twitter better. He's going to make it more transparent. He's going to make it this and this bullshit. All he did is just do nothing, pretty much. And now we got to pay for our check marks, pay for your check marks, and keep the same. And then change in the last minute if someone says something, and then start banning channels and for no reason. There's something's not right with that man. I never trusted him. I don't care how much money he has. I don't care what he's about. Anyone that dates Amber Heard should get punched in the face, and I feel sorry for Johnny Depp, but I will punch him in the face, and he did get punched in the face. So, it is what it is. Hopefully, he doesn't do it again. But anything that deals with her is just a mess.
Yeah, definitely.
And the way that she tried to persuade our justice system to try to favor her because she's a female.
Don't forget, attractive female. That goes a long ways.
Attractive, yeah, to a rock. Yeah. It's
my favorite part is Court aged her so horribly. She's aged like milk in court.
She's just horrible. I saw the whole case, and it was just girl's a mess. She's a mess, and there's nothing we could do about it. She's in hiding pretty much, and she pops up here and there. I'm pretty sure when Aquaman 2 comes out, and I think it's still going to be a greenlit movie, they want people to forget about her a little bit, and then kind of make her oh, we forgive you. Go ahead, you can have your movie. Like, no, bitch. Like, I ain't gonna go see that movie.
She ain't recovering.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that movie. I hope that movie flops. You
I
know,
guarantee it's gonna because people don't literally the reason why they haven't came out with
I
this
don't know.
movie yet is because people want Amber Heard gone, but Warner doesn't want to remove her. So it's like
I
a
don't know.
war.
Unless they fake the numbers or what. I don't know. People are short minded.
Hmm.
They forget shit. Yeah, they'll remember Amber Heard, but they're still gonna be like, oh, but it's Aquaman. Our kids want to go see it. Let's go take them. And it's just it's a mess, man. It's just like the
Yeah.
Flash. It's gonna.
Hmm.
I say us adults, we know what happened, so it's our choice if we go see it or not. But the children, are you gonna tell your child no? You know how your child's gonna act fucking crazy and go fucking bananas if you don't take them to go see the Flash or go take them to see Aquaman too. The kids drive their parents crazy to the point that say, "Fuck it, let's go," and they're not gonna give a shit. Like they'll see her and they'll be like, "All right, whatever," and they'll see the movie and they'll be entertained, and that's it.
Yeah. I'll leave it on this before I head out. So
Mhm.
I think overall the state of Hollywood, like I said, is dying, and I predict in the future there's going to be a very big shift. I have no idea what type of shift we're going to go towards, but
Earthquake.
I hope we're getting more movies, kind of like Knock at the Cabin or any other, or indie shows, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. Like I hope
independent
for an
movies.
uprising of them is kind of what my prediction is, and that's
Mhm.
kind of that's all we can hope for. And hopefully then companies like Disney and Warner and like the big corporations will actually learn, hey, we need to actually do something. We need good writers, not children, not people who need a therapy session.
I don't know about Disney, man. Disney's been like this for decades.
Oh, they have, but there's always a small chance.
Disney been so horrible even before I was born. And
Well, the Renaissance era, at least for me, was in the 90s. And like you could argue also early 2000s, but that's just because they had a lot of good movies within that span.
yeah, but there's a lot of pedophilia that happened during those times, during those good movies, and a lot of those Disney workers, and especially like Roy Disney, um, like money was not a problem. They could get whatever they want,
Hmm.
and trust me, they got whatever they wanted. And the thing is that it's not only with Disney, but it's all these other companies when they get together, like the Bohemian Grove, and do this crazy shit, and they have minors having orgies with minors. It's like, come on now,
Come on,
you
jeez.
know,
Well,
and it's crazy. But
I'm gonna head out. I
yeah,
gotta get.
I'll let you be, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out, and I'm gonna say goodnight, Amber. If you're still there, I am not a terrorist. Gigi is very upset that you called me that.
Oh no.
Well, maybe not upset, but just doesn't
No,
understand.
no, don't worry.
I'll
You're
be
you're not.
fine.
You're
She'll figure
rambling.
out who I actually am. She'll use her tarot cards to figure out who I actually am. She'll get like the king of like the pentacle and the emperor and that stuff. Those
Lord.
are my calling cards.
All right. We'll see you.
See you
We'll,
later. I'll
we'll
see you.
see.
I might be
All
back
right.
tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll fix my
I'll-
mic too.
she said I didn't call you that.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Oh no.
Ever. Guarantee you did.
I don't know. I wasn't a part of that.
It was on the birthday stream.
Oh, okay.
It was around whenever she joined.
All right. I guess something. I don't know. I just keep going. I don't I don't
Nah, it's
take
fine.
it serious. I just keep moving forward.
I'm gonna move forward. All right, I'm gonna head
All
out, everybody. So have a good night.
right. Good night, buddy. LB.
What's up?
Oh, what's up, man?
Okay.
Did you find a balloon around your area?
No,
No balloons?
no
Oh,
balloon.
had the red balloon over there, man. I know. Have you? Did you ever see that movie?
Not
I think
really.
it's the. It was a movie. It was a balloon. Let me see if I can find it. Um, Let me see. Uh, um, Let me see if that's the. I know it was the. It was the. Yeah, it was the red balloon. It was a boy with his balloon, and it was filmed in 1956. It's a
Hmm.
short film. It's 34 minutes long. Oh, you can watch it on HBO Max. If you have a
Hmm.
subscription, you can watch it there. Um, I remember watching this movie when I was in elementary school. Um, I didn't know it was from 1956. Holy crap! So when I heard about the balloon, I first instincts that came to my mind was the red balloon, and I kept saying like the red balloon because I remember that movie. I remember even setting up the projector. I was so advanced as a kid that I knew how to work these devices, right? So my teacher used to make me set up the projector, and there was a certain way you put the movie, you put it through the loops and through the light and back down this way, and then switch hit the switch this way, and then put it up, and then put it through the wheel, tie it in, circulate a little bit so it gets tight, and then click it from the bottom. This is the old school. And then once the everyone's ready and they sitting, and then they turn off the lights, pull down the projector, and then they turn it on. I turn it on, and the movie would run. I was like the projector guy. As an elementary school, student, I was so advanced. And man, that movie was like I saw it a whole bunch of times in elementary school. And now as an adult looking back, I'm like, hmm, that balloon. And then now I'm seeing we have in the news with the balloon in the air. It's like, whoa, what else are we gonna witness? What else are we gonna see? Because right now things are very unstable with the world. Like, what are we gonna get next? Are we gonna get like a hypersonic, jet flying through the United States? Like, what's next? It's these stupid things that we're going through can and will start a war. In China, on the other hand, it was like, oh, the United States shouldn't have been aggressive, and they shouldn't have done that, and we're gonna get you. We're gonna get back at you because of what you did. Like, excuse me. First of all, who are you talking to with that tone and writing? Like, no. Second of all, you invaded our airspace. We didn't invade your airspace. You invaded our airspace with your shit. And this is not the first time. This is actually like the fourth, fifth time. Come on, man. It's just, it's ridiculous. It's just so fucking ridiculous that we gotta witness this. And we're gonna witness it. Um, it's gonna be scary. It's gonna scare people, and people are gonna rise up and be like, no war, stop the war, and this and that. But, we're going to be forced and pushed into a situation that the United States are just not going to be able to back up from. And, we have to be the saviors of the world for some reason. Like, who made us the saviors of the world? Like, why are we that special to begin with? Is the cup of the covenant here in the United States? Like, what makes the United States so powerful and almighty? Is it a mental thing that they say it so much that we believe it? I don't know, man. But I see a lot of holes in this country, and the biggest one I see is the southern border. You know, if the Chinese really wanted to, they could just come in through Mexico. I'm pretty sure they could just walk on into this country and they could spy the shit out of this country. You know, it's just we say we're number one for so many times, you actually tend to believe it. And in reality, we're not as that strong as we think we are. You know, we just we have a lot of secrets, and we have resources, but other than that, this country has been founded and put together through lies and betrayal. Lies and betrayals, and a lot of knives in the back. It feels like the three of swords. That's how I feel. You get the swords penetrating the heart. It's like we've been lied to. And it hurts you when you've been lied to. Especially like this is your home. This is our country. This country belongs to the people here. And yet our government does whatever they want. They spend whatever they want. They have orgies whenever they want. They go to Epstein's Island. They go to Bohemian Grove. They do all this crazy shit. And yet we're supposed to believe and have them as our leaders. It's mind blowing. Same way like the balloon. That's like, why didn't they just not shoot it down over land? That's what's just driving me nuts. Those are sensitive instruments or whatever it had on it. It's sensitive, and yet you're gonna just shoot it over the ocean and salt water. Water and salt does not go well with technology and electronic devices. It's just not going to mix well. And the fact that if they could even recover it, because I'm pretty sure the things are pretty heavy and it's going to sink into the ocean, is it even going to be collectible? Is it going to be found? You just stick a needle in a haystack with this ocean. They don't even know what's in the ocean. They haven't even discovered, I think it's like 75% or something. They still don't know about the ocean. And yet you think they're going to find whatever that they shot down in the ocean? Come on, man. They should have shot that over land. You could have recovered all the information, all the bits and pieces you could have put together, and yet you would have more salvageable, and not corroded instruments. You would not have it would not be damaged from salt water. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make sense. And the fact that this government just lies and lies and lies, it's like, who are these people working for? Because last time I checked, it's supposed to be for the people they work for, because we pay taxes. They're supposed to be working for us, the people, but yet they treat us, the people, as secondary class. Like, this is not your country. Yeah, you pay for it, you support it, but this is not your country. This country belongs to those in Washington. And I'm talking about Washington, D.C., not the state. The state needs to continue paying taxes. This is not our country. There's other people that are running the show. We're just working ants. We're just ants. That's all we are. We're a whole bunch of ants, and we feed into the system and shut the fuck up and continue working for the system. If not, we're gonna censor you and we're gonna silence you, and you're not gonna. That's it. You know. Oh, you gonna uprise? Okay. We're gonna riot. Go ahead. They don't care. All those goods and all that stuff they stole, especially in California. You think they caught any of those people? They don't care. All that shit's already prepaid. The government bought those clothes and all that shit beforehand and had it brought here. That's already bought products from our taxpayer money, and they go and they resell it to us and make even more money off of our taxpayer money. It's a fixed system. The system is it's a fucking mess. That's why they don't care. They have riots. They lose all the stuff. The businesses, well, if they have insurance, insurance will pay for it. They didn't give a fuck. Everyone forgot about the riots and forgot about what happened in California and what happened. Like, nope. Because people have short-minded. Like, they see one thing and the next day they forgot about it. They don't remember shit. And neither do they care. If it doesn't affect them, they don't care. People don't care. Not out here. How many times people, let's say, I don't know, let's make an example. Like when someone dies, right? They're mourned for a certain time and they're remembered for a certain time. But how many times those same individuals that mourn and weep and cry go visit their loved ones at a cemetery? Yeah, they'll go now and then they'll go like, and then they'll stop showing up and then they'll go years without going to see their loved ones in the cemetery. And the cemeteries stay empty. Like there's nobody there. It's only dead people. No loved ones still visit them. That's why I don't want to be buried. Because I know nobody's going to come visit me. Nobody's going to come visit you. They'll come visit you from time to time, maybe once, twice a year, maybe. I mean, that's pretty fucked up. I'd rather not be there if you're just going to come one or two times. That's why I don't want to be buried. I'm claustrophobic. So, to me, I can't, I have anxiety. It's just not good for me. So, and I will be cremated. Something always tells me 2031. Why that year? I have no fucking clue. But 2031. 2031, I'll be what? I'll be 51. 51. Holy shit. Damn, we're getting old. You'd be like 55. I don't know. Albie, how old are you right now? I don't think we have Albie. Albie. You're not there. We got no Albie. Albie's mic is out. So I think Albie would be like 55. Because I think he's like 47 now. He can't talk, so you can't hear him. So I'm just estimating his age. He'll be 55. Damn, we'd be old too. We're all getting old. That's one thing. Our aging, it don't slow down. We just get old and then we die. Unless you die young or die of an accident or, you know, but you got this one life to live. And the biggest question, the mystery question is, when are you going to die? When? You know. And I think the other one too would be, how are you going to die? Because you want to know how you're going to die, and then when are you going to die? You know, it'll be nice to know beforehand and be like, you can plan for it and be like, I'm gonna fucking die in a car accident today, so make sure my cats are fed and make sure I put plenty of water and make sure everything's taken care of and tidied up. That doesn't happen. If something happens and you die, who if you don't have a loved one or someone there with you, who are going to check up on you? And if you have pets and animals, like, who is going to take care of your pets and animal after you're gone? So sometimes it's like you have to think of those things and then have a plan for, in case you do, die or something happens, your animals, your loved ones is taken care of. And the ones that suffer the most are the pets. It's like that's traumatizing for them. And then they're taken and put into a cage, and then someone else comes and gets them, and oh man, I would hate to be like a dog or a cat and having my owner die or something happens, and then I'm put in a shelter, and then someone needs to get me, and I have to be chosen. I have to fit a certain profile that someone actually likes. Like, it's nuts. It truly is. Albie, you need to figure out something with your side over there, because can't hear anything that Albie is saying. But I hope everyone likes the setup. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's to change up the setting and make everything look pretty cool and comfortable and futuristic. I feel like I'm in a Justin Timberlake like video or something. You guys know what I'm talking about. I know you guys seen the video. I don't know the song. It's I can hear the dun 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 dun. Um, I'm just trying to remember the name of the song. Dance with me, something dance with me. But it kind of has that Justin Timberlake video vibes here. That's what I'm feeling right now. I feel like I'm in a Justin Timberlake music video. Oh man. Out of all the artists that I love, that I followed since when I was young, the one I really miss, that I really enjoyed her music and everything, and I truly miss her, is Aaliyah. Aaliyah, and Amber, if you're still here, you know what I mean. Because the way she danced, I know Amber liked Aaliyah. I'm sure she did, and her dancing, with the choreography and everything. And Amber likes that choreography stuff and that dancing. Um, man, gives me goosebumps. You know, she was one of my favorite artists, and when she died, I cried. I did. I cried. She was supposed to land by the airport by my house where I was living down in Florida because I lived in Hialeah, Florida, and she was supposed to land in Opelika, which is the next town over. But from where I live, it was literally down the street, like 2 minutes, and you're there, like at the airport. And she she never made it. And she really broke my heart. She did. One of my favorites, like her and and Whitney Houston was such a disappointment. Because she was really good, and I had a crush on her when I was little, like a little boy. My father and my mother can contest to it. I was like young. That was like what, 84, 85. When I want to dance with someone. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah. Um. Yeah. She's another one that died in the bathroom in the shower, right? In the tub. How many artists have died in the shower in the tub? And that Aaron Carter died that same way too. Didn't like Whitney's daughter die that way too? So many artists and so many like of them die in the shower in the tub, or they drown in the tub or something in the tub. Yeah. The one that broke my heart was Prince. And he was going down the elevator. Don't let that elevator take me down. No, oh no, let's go. Mm, let's go crazy. Let's go loud. Yeah. Prince. Huh. That's another dude that he knew too much and he started talking, and you know same thing happened to Michael Jackson. You know, you know too much and you're talking too much, so we got to put you out. You know, that's one thing they couldn't do. They couldn't speak freely or be too open. Look what happened to what's her name? Um, oh man, Joan Rivers. She spoke about Michelle Obama, calling him Michael Obama or whatever, Michael, and that order was put in. Put her out. And I think Prince was just put in onto drugs, and those pills, or when you come to pain medication and stuff, if you abuse it and take too much, it can do big time damage. And Prince he got hooked on pain medication. He was doctor shopping, and they knew it and they didn't do shit about it. No one intervened. Nobody tried to help this man. And it's what happens when you abuse some drugs. Pharmaceuticals, that's a fucking fucked up business, man. And you think and you trust, that your doctors know what they're doing. In reality, they're just practicing. That's where you go to see your doctor. That's a practice. That's where you go and they're practicing on you, the patient, the subject. You know, you expect your doctor to know it all and to know what they're doing. In reality, they don't know jack shit. In reality, they're just pushing medications that pharmaceutical reps that go to them are pushing them to push it on you. That's when you go to the doctor, you say, "Oh yeah, I have this issue and this and that." "Oh, okay, I'll prescribe you this medication," and it's a medication that a rep came and saw you and pushed their medications and gave them gifts and money or gift baskets and lunch and all this bullshit they give to the doctors, and then the doctors come and in return and prescribe that medication that they were been told on to you. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know. Humanity, you know, that's why I tell people just focus on yourself and just have a great year. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about the world. That's out of our hands. It's out of our hands. Just enjoy life. Try to take care of yourselves. Try to be happy. And love yourself. And with that, I'm going to wrap up the show. I want to thank those who came through Ramble Master, Albie, Amber, James, Melissa, um, everyone that came in through the chat. In case I don't say anything, I think, yeah, that's everyone. Not many people, because this channel is my secondary channel, so it's not that many people that are going to be on here. But I just want to say thank you to those that watch and support me, and thank you for the likes. Thank you for coming to my secondary channel. Thank you to those that are subscribed to me here and I haven't been on this channel for a very long time. It's been months since I've been on my secondary channel, and I changed the name of this channel because it used to be Rick's Reaction Channel. It's not that name anymore. It's My Mind Over Your Matter 2. And this is my secondary channel. And when I get my timeouts, I'll alternate from channels. So that's what I'm doing at the moment because I'm on timeout from YouTube. And the reason why is in the description of this show that I wrote it out on the description on the about here of the show. You can see it on the screen. But thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for being here for me. And thank you. With that said, I want everyone to have a great day, a great morning, and a great night. And I'll catch everyone on the flip side. Peace.